Hey guys, let me see. We got Larry, Scott, and Barbara here. Now, Evan, welcome, guys. If you've done my live streams before, you know I like to share stuff. So, guys, check the chat. We're going to be going over guitar soloing. Please, guys, download the stuff from the chat. There should be 3 files on there. We're going to be going through the intro to guitar soloing. Please download the link on your chat. Get the guitars ready. Can I have you guys type on the chat beginner, intermediate, or advanced, just so that I know who, my audience right now? Can you guys do that for me? Beginner, intermediate, or advanced? Or just say hi. Or, I mean, I'd prefer you to say hi as well. Intermediate. Jan. Is that how you say your name? Jan? Jane? Jan? My apologies for not really knowing. Beginner. Scott, I think you were on one of my other Take Lessons live. Guys, if you are new, please download this Google Drive folder. It has 3 they're like 3 picture files. I had to do picture files. Larry, you're advanced. The beginning parts might be easy for you, Larry, but later on we're gonna get to some pretty cool tips. So please, guys, let's tune up. Let's get the get everything downloaded. When you've downloaded it, guys, just shoot me an okay. I can't hear you guys. I'm just kind of going off intuition, I guess. Susan is okay. Great. Jan, originally from Netherlands. Very cool. I have a very good friend, famous YouTuber. His name is Jens Larsen from the Netherlands. I think he's from the Netherlands. I'm almost positive that he is from the Netherlands. Very cool. We got 2 of you for sure. Let's go ahead and everybody type OK once you download the link. We're going to start on pentatonic scales, okay? Everybody should have a cup of water. Let's see, Evan, did you download the link? Evan, did you download? Evan, I can't download. Let me see. Let me send it again. Maybe that will work. Let me see. Rebecca, you are new. Welcome. There are 3 files. Yes. We're going to each file is pretty short. Okay. So we're going to start with pentatonic scales. Guys, if you are new, I'm getting a couple of new people. Make sure you download this link. We'll start in about 2 minutes, so that gives us time to, I don't know, get some water, grab your guitar, tune up. I'm going to be playing on a clean setting so that it's not too distorted or anything. Do we need to print it out? No. I just have it on my computer. So you need to be able to see it for sure, but you can totally just download it and have it on the side. What I do is I have you guys on this side. I could see I could see myself on this side, and then all of my PDF, everything is over here. So, is anyone having any troubles downloading our our work? Monica, welcome. Welcome. Just a reminder, I'm going to keep putting up this link. I don't mean to spam you, but everybody needs to download this Google Drive file. This is what, if not, you will be lost. Well, probably. I don't know. Please download. Hope everyone's having a good day. It's a nice time right now. Over here where I'm at, it's 5 o'clock. Right on the border, Texas and Mexico, right there. Right there. I could walk to Mexico. 7 p.m. where you're at. Maybe you are on the East Coast or near the East Coast. Everyone doing okay? We're downloading everything. I can't hear anybody, so it's just I just kind of wait. Did everybody download? Give me an okay if we're ready to go. Awesome. Evan is ready to go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Barbara. Guys, give me an okay if we're ready to go. I'm hiccuping. Give me like 1 or 2 more okays. Come on. Someone. Evan is okay. Larry's okay. Barbara's okay. Evan, you okay? Monica. Scott. Shelly. Susan. Give me something. Throw me a bone. There we go. Oh, wait. No. Oh, here we go. Shelly. Very good. Very good. Okay, perfect. 3 PNG files. Very good. All right, guys. So the way this is going to work, don't feel shy to ask questions, okay? I don't mind. We're going to stick to our lesson, obviously, but we do have some time to talk about gear, talk about other random stuff, okay? I am a Latin music artist. Let's see. Someone's new. Jason, welcome. Please download this link and we need to get started. All right, guys, we're going to get pentatonic scales first. So maybe you know it, maybe you don't, but what we're going to do is we're going to focus on learning it in every single position. So if we're in the key of A minor, no sharps, no flats. Okay, no F sharp, no G sharp, none of that. Okay, it's all natural notes. Okay, no sharps, no flats. So example 1 is the A minor pentatonic scale, but we're starting on E. We're starting on the low E. We're still using all the notes of A minor pentatonic. A, C, D, E, and G. Penta means 5. Okay, like a pentagon. Okay, so we have 5 notes in this scale. We're going to start on example 1. What I want you to do is we're going to alternate pick throughout, and notice that at the end we have 0, 3, 3, 0, and we make our way back down. We're going to play it together. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Power chord at the way end. Okay, very cool. Okay, so obviously we're not going to try to memorize each one right now because that would take longer. So that is up to you. You can memorize all of it yourself. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to adjust this to where I see everything. Okay, there we go. I see everything. Example 2. Now we're starting on the G note. G is another note of our pentatonic scale. So here we go. We're going to play it. We're starting on our second finger. Notice that the finger numbers are right under where it says example 2. These are the finger numbers I want you to use because I want you to get used to starting not only with with your first finger or whatever, I want you to get used to second finger. And if you're not always going to start phrases with your first finger. Okay, so we're going to start with our second finger. This one's very easy to memorize. 2 4 2 4, 1 4 1 4, 2 4 2 4. Right? So the middle strings get 1 4, the rest of them get 2 4. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready go. But George, this is about guitar soloing. Yeah, guess what? For guitar soloing, you're going to have to learn what notes we can and can't use. That is the idea of pentatonic scales, okay? Pentatonic scales focuses on 5 notes. Why 5 notes? Why 5 notes? Does anybody know why 5 notes? Why does a pentatonic scale use 5 notes? What is significant about these 5 notes? Give like 10 seconds to answer. Okay, circle of fifths? No, they sound the same. Circle of fifths, pentatonic, right? That's like kind of close. But the reason why is because we're missing tendency tones. The fourth is gone, yes, and so is the seventh. Those 2 notes in a natural scale are tendency tones. We have A, no B, C is third, D, E, no F, and G. There are 7 notes in a natural scale. We're missing B, our second, and our 7th, which is B. So these are tendency tones because they are a half step away from their next note. So they have more tension, okay? The 4th has a tendency to resolve down. It's unstable, wants to resolve down, whereas the 7th is unstable and wants to resolve up, okay? Now, I love tendency tones. They're great, okay? You have to kind of mess around with how to use them, and they bring a lot of flavor. But that's what the next PDFs are, okay? So anywho, example 3 is very easy. This is our typical minor scale, right? If you need to memorize any of them, this is the one you're going to memorize easiest, and you're probably going to use the most, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't know the other ones, okay? So example 3. Don't be afraid to use that pinky, okay? You need to use that pinky. Train that pinky. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Yeah. Okay, very cool. Example 4, this one's fun. We start on the note C now. So in example 3, we started on A, our root note. Example 2, we started on G, and example 1, we started on E. Now we are starting on C on example 4. This could arguably, and it is, a major pentatonic scale, okay, because we are starting on the relative major, C major. I was a theory major in college, so, you know, had to go through all this. Anywho, example 4, here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Don't be afraid to start with that second finger and use the 4th, okay? Better be using it. Can't see you, but you better see it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I don't know what you mean by 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So we're going to go to example 5. Go ahead and shoot that over, Larry. Guys, if you have any questions, shoot them in the chat, okay? Example 5. Now we start on D. This one's an interesting one. This one's the hardest one out of all of them. If we look at the top 3 strings, we have 9, 12, and then 10, 13. So what I want you to do is we're going to do a little shift here. And what you do is you squeeze the hand together a little bit. 9, 12, 10, 13. Same thing when you're coming back down. Okay, so here we go. Example 5. The first 3 strings, the lowest 3 strings, are easy because we just have 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay, and then we do what we were doing earlier. Here we go. 1 and 2, and ready, go. Nice. And last one is just an octave above example 1 that we did. Right? Here we're just taking it on the 12th fret. Here we go. C, D, E, G, A. That is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yes. Wait, no, you're missing B. C, B, C. Wait, no, C, D, E. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad. But the way I think about, if I'm in minor, my 1 becomes A. Okay, so that's how I think about it. Okay, and you'll have a split. One school that I went to taught A minor, as in A is 1, and then another school where C was 1 regardless. Okay, and then A would be 6. But I think about A as 1 in this case. If that makes sense to you, Larry. Okay, example 6. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Awesome. Okay, so we did all the pentatonic scales. You can do them on your own now, okay? We don't need to do that because then we're going to miss, a lot of the lesson, okay? And in fact, the natural scales, I kind of want you to do them on your own because we're going to get to some like beefy parts of like, okay, here's some next steps other than regurgitating scales, which is good at the beginning. So what I want you guys to do is before you practice, like whatever you practice, you need to play the pentatonic scales, top to bottom, and then right back up. Okay, you're going to do that before you do your normal practicing. And then you're also going to play your natural scales. Okay, again, top to bottom. Follow those fingerings on there and always alternate pick. Okay, so we're going to move on. Any questions with that? And I don't have tabs for this next part because you'll see it's a lot of this. No questions? I haven't gotten any questions? Okay, here we go. If you still have questions, just shoot them down. Okay, now what I want you to do is we're going to find very important, let me see, do I have a chat? Oh, let me see. Okay. Under the Q&A, that's interesting. Okay, I was on the chat. Okay, so alternate pick going in reverse order. Jason, I just got your chat. I just do down, up always. That's me personally. I do that because, and I'll tell you why, because when you start down, 9 out of 10 times, music, you want the natural accent on the downbeat. Down, up, down, up, down, up. We don't want down, up, down, up, down, up. It's awkward, okay? In some cases, it's like kind of reggae, like, if you do like reggae, ska, that kind of thing, used to do that. But, that's the style. But 9 out of 10 times, you want the downbeat. And a down pick is just more intense than an up pick, okay? That's just facts. Unless you're like some crazy up picker, then maybe, you can develop the strength for that. But, what do I know, right? What do I know? Okay, here we go. We're going to continue on. Jason, if you don't mind, message me on the Zoom webinar chat. I have that open. Okay, buddy? I'm going to close the Q&A because my computer's getting like filled with all this stuff, okay? Thank you, sir. Thank you. There you are. Okay, it's so weird not being able to see you guys or hear you guys, It's just so weird sometimes. So feel free to message me something because then I feel like I'm talking to nobody. Okay, so here we are. We are on Okay, we're going to talk about this now. We're not going to do any more of the PDF stuff. I want you to find every single A. Okay, that is our root note in minor. And so I'm going to show you. We have A on the 5th fret. We're going to go lowest string to highest string, okay? And then we're going to do some more up here. But for right now, easy stuff down here. And then open A. Then we have 7th fret on the D string. 2nd fret. 10th fret. And then 5th fret. You can also find, if we want to go higher, we got the 12th fret on the A string, 14th fret on the G, and 17th on the E. Super high. Okay. Now I want you to find every single C. 8th fret, 3rd fret, 10th fret, 5th fret, 1st fret, and 8th fret. If we want to play them higher, the most common C that I play is 13th fret B. You can also throw down 15th fret A. That one's kind of rare. I don't really play that C too much. But again, that's just me. 100 different ways to play guitar. Okay, now we're going to find one more note. But I challenge you to find every single note in your pentatonic scale. Why the pentatonic scale? Is because the other notes, the tendency tones, are only a half step away. It's very easy to find them once you find all your pentatonic notes. Adding the other notes are very easy since they're just right next to it. Okay, very easy. So we're going to find, we did A's, we did C's, now we're going to do E's. Okay. Open E, 7th fret, 2nd fret, 9th fret, 5th fret, open. Now if we want to go higher, we got that 12th fret, of course, and the other 12th fret. We got 14th fret on D, which is very common. Okay, I'll use that a lot. And you've also got 17th fret on B. Okay, those are probably the main ones that you will use. Okie dokie. Okay, now that we found them all, okay, maybe you don't have it completely memorized, but I believe this recording will be available. Okay, I have a YouTube channel. You guys should check it out. I'll upload it on there. And I have a full course of this that I just recorded also on there. So I'll leave that at the end. Okay, so if you guys want to go back and check it out. Okay, so we found all these notes. Now watch, check this out. This is where the aha moment comes in. Okay, this is like the meat and potatoes of it all. We're gonna find all these A's, but the one in particular I want you to find, 7th fret of the D string. Okay, once you find this, my back is hurting a little bit. Once you find this, you can find every single pentatonic note. Now watch this. This is crazy. Here's your A, right? Your G is just one note with your first finger down. A, G, E. All right, I'm not a singer. And then right next to it, we have C and D. So same thing. G, A, C, D. So you can make a lot of licks with that. Now, check this out. You can do that, right? Now we're going to do that exact pattern with our hand. Watch. Okay, and I'm going to move it to the 5th fret here, like that A we found earlier. Same thing. I can take it up to the 10th fret now of the B string. 12th fret. It's all the same pattern. The only time it changes is when we go to G to B. So if I'm doing, I have to treat the B string, I have to shift up 1 fret on the B string. That's the only difference. So if I did, open G would be kind of weird, but you can still do it on the open string. But the main thing that I wanted you to find is you could write any riff you want on those three patterns. So then what we can do is we can expand it a little bit. Okay, what we want to do is we have A, G, A, we have C, D, and then if you shift up a whole step, you have E. Those are all 5 notes. A, B, C, D. I'm sorry. I'm like getting lost here. A, C, D, E, and then G is just right under it. Pretty cool. So it's all within an easy reach. You can add all those notes in there. Very easy. Something like that, right? I'm not playing the exact same riff, but you get the idea with that, okay? Now watch, there's even more. There's even more. Okay, check this out. So instead of going up to the 9th fret to hit E, if we play a half step lower and hit the 8th fret, guess what scale it turns into? Starts with a B, the blues scale. Yeah, that's our blues note. Okay, it's funky, it sounds weird, but it is cool. Watch. Start adding some really bluesy licks. So if I didn't want to go all the way up, I could do. Adds a lot of character to it. Okay, a lot. You gotta like scrunch up your face too when you play the blues note. If you're not scrunching up your face, then it's not really a blues note, okay? That deserves a sip of water. Okay, so you can take that, again, anywhere you want. You gotta scrunch up the face, okay? You better be doing it. I could see you if you're not. I get notifications if you're not scrunching up. E flat added, exactly. Exactly, that is called a diminished 5th interval because there's A, B, C, D, E. E is your 5th. When it's flat, it becomes diminished 5th. I'm just doing this, it looks like sign language, but it's not. But it's a diminished 5th. Blues note, exactamente, sí. Yes, perfect. Okay, so now check this out. We can still add some more, okay? We can still do some more stuff. Just gonna fix the necklace real quick. Okay. We can now start adding bends. Okay, what notes can we bend? And I usually, man, I can't tell you how many students I have taught this to. How many notes can we bend? What notes can we bend? You know, it's not just random. And you can't just bend any note however far you want. There's a certain space you want to bend. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Let's see. We've got, if we're in the same position, okay, this is like your prime time position, okay? I can't tell you how many guitar players do that. It's so comfortable. We're going to be in this position, okay? We're in 5th position. We're in A. And when I'm playing blues, my thumb does stick over. I teach a lot of my students, thumb stays back here. When I'm doing scales, you know, I got to keep my thumb back because that's faster. But when I get dirty and want to like crank up the distortion, you know, it's easier to have the thumb out here for that expression. Okay, so just something, just a disclaimer there. Okay, anywho. Okay, we were talking about bends. Okay, main bend number 1, numero uno, is 7th fret of the G string. And I overbent that. You want to hit that note or that note. You could hit any of those 2 notes. That was my blues note that I hit. It's a little bit off. There we go. So you can do a lot of things with that. You could do that. You could do a quarter step. Yeah, but you want to do half step instead. And I'm probably doing a quarter step. That's probably a quarter step right there. So we want to shoot for either a whole step bend okay, we can tell how many times I do whole step bends. Okay, that's not a lot. And then we've got okay, so we got 7th fret G string, right? Have fun with bending with that, okay? We're gonna come back to it because there's some more tricks to it. Now we're gonna go to the, what fret is this? 8th fret of B. So typically when I was doing the pentatonic scales, I use my pinky there. Now I break the rules here. Okay, I don't use my pinky there. If I'm doing like a speed run, for instance, if I did oh, see you, Scott. Have a good one, man. He has to cut out a little bit early. If you're doing a speed run, then I use my pinky. So for instance, if I'm doing like a, I'll use my pinky. But in the case of bending, I'll use my 3rd finger. Okay, so I bend, this note has to bend up to our root. This is our root. This is our A. See, that's why I want you to start learning where all of our A's are. So this G is bending up to that A. So you could do easy licks like that. Okay, right there, just from bending. We're just expanding a little bit. Now we're doing 3 strings, right? We've got the D string, G, and B now. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Okay, we can bend some more bends. Okay, these are more of your uncommon bends. You can bend your E string a half step up. You can do it right there, or you can do it up here. Remember this E up here on the 9th fret? Okay, so that's not a very common bend, but it's doable. I do it, you know, time to time. And my other, actually this is probably one of my favorite bends, but it's not really used. That's why it's one of my favorites. Okay, I'm revealing all my secrets to you guys. You guys better be happy. Better appreciate it. Just kidding. So we've got 5th fret, and then 7th fret. 7th fret is your bend. And it's a half step bend. Very nice for like Latin style. So if I did something like, you can do that also up here on the 12th fret, because we have A there, right? Starting to memorize this, right? We have A. So we could bend that beat just a little bit. You know, throw in some Carlos Santana. That's kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. How did B get in there? I do not know if I understand your question. How did B get in there? Okay, so maybe because I'm adding natural scales now. Okay, it's not just, yeah, exactly. But it's still part of the scale. So that's why that bend is not as common. But you can totally use it. Totally works, man. Love it. Which scale? Natural scale. Major, minor, whatever. Just no sharps or flats, really. It will also really work well in harmonic minor scale, but that's a different lesson. Oh, man. So many scales. No, it's still A minor. This is all still A minor. All of this is still A minor. I will not touch on any other key but A minor in this lesson, or this video, this live live thing. Okay, guys, do you have any questions so far? We still have some time here. Any questions? We can go through a couple more little tips, but I want to see some questions. You got to be curious about something. Any questions? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I won't hurt you. Jason asks, how much do you just feel out when you jam with others? I look for the word vibe instead of relying. I don't think about scales anymore, Jason. I've been doing this a long time, maybe like 20 years. So I learned it really well. I was obsessed with scale learning for years, you know. I did it all of high school. Okay. I practiced maybe in high school, maybe like 5 hours. Yes, I did practice. I actually really just practiced one scale. But the cool thing is you can move that scale anywhere you want. You know, it's very easy. So like everything we're doing right now in A minor, right? We can do it very easily in D minor, you know? So it's not, guitar is not like saxophone or clarinet or a woodwind instrument. We can take everything and just move it around the fretboard. Same pattern. So if I was in D major now, there I am. So yeah, it's just about, you know, being able to transpose it all, you know. Love it. Starting out, we'll really need to rely on scales at first. At first, it sounds like. You know what, man? Scales are really, really awesome to start off with. Okay, because they do even E flat. I don't think I've ever played an E flat major, Larry. So I'm gonna answer Jason real quick. If you're just starting out, scales are so important, guys, because they build a lot of skills. Not only are you building technique, but you're also building an idea in your head as to what notes you can play that are just part of that natural scale. Okay? Scales build skills. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But, you know, I mean, there's just so many areas to build. You got scales, you have chords, you have, I mean, man, there's just so much to it. Okay? You can apply your, yes, absolutely. In fact, usually when I start soloing, guys, and seriously, like you should check out the YouTube. I'm like saying this from a lot of experience. I got like music videos and stuff, and my solos. I'm like really proud of my solos. Um, but you should check them out and see. I usually start off with pentatonic scales. If I'm like just getting into the swing of things, I love starting off with pentatonic scales because it gets you. It kind of gets you. How can I say this? You get in the zone, you know, easier with pentatonic scales. You know, I'm feeling it out. You know, like how our boy said over here. Let me see who asked me about feeling out. Jason. Jason asked about, you know, feeling out the scales. So that's what I do is I'll start off in pentatonic and then little by little, once I feel more comfortable, then, you know, I'll throw in the tendency tones, which is B and F. Yeah, absolutely. And then you could even find some chromatic notes to throw in, but that's like a little trickier. You know, that's something we'd have to sit down and like talk more about. Neapolitan, oh man, you're getting into it. Neapolitan, I have never had to use that other than my Theory 3 class. That's it. I would totally just if let me see, how do I put it? I wouldn't even worry about Neapolitan chords unless you are a theory gonna study music theory and or composition, or you plan to be a composer. But Neapolitan is, I've never encountered a Neapolitan chord or had to use a Neapolitan chord in any music, okay? Because it's just not common and people want to hear common stuff made difficult, okay? So, like, another thing that I do is I also help a lot of artists get gigs and, well, not necessarily get gigs, but build their musicianship skills. So I coach a lot as well on like the industry. Okay. But anywho, oh, okay. Do you ever cross over from A minor to A major? No, I'm not a jazz guitar player. I've like probably never had to do that. I've crossed over from A minor to C major. I mean, hundreds of times, but I never do that sort of modulation. It's just, it's not really that common. They're not relative, they're parallel. Those are parallel keys, A minor and A major. Relative is A minor to C major. Okay, anywho, so we talked pentatonic scale, we talked natural scales. We've kind of broken them down as to how we can do them, and then moving it and up here. Okay, adding the blues note. Let's talk a little bit more, okay? Because we've actually got like 10 more minutes, 11 minutes actually. So guys, please, more questions, okay? Anything you need. We're going to talk about different vibratos, okay? Different types of vibrato. So you're probably thinking, dude, there's only one vibrato. Guess what? There's two. I think there might even be more. Maybe if you add the tremolo bar, but I don't have tremolo. I have it on my Strat over there, but I'm using the Paul today. So we're going to talk about these two vibratos. Okay, we've got what I kind of consider a rock vibrato. Okay, and I say that with quotes because it's not like legit, but we got a rock vibrato. And that kind of goes up and down, or down and up, however you want to put it. I would train every finger to be able to do that. Okay, so we've got rock vibrato. And then we've got classical vibrato. One of my favorite, I probably love classical vibrato a little bit more. It has a very subtle, beautiful sound to it. What we do is instead of going up and down, we're going to go side to side. Watch this. It's like a violinist. And we're not moving inside the fret. See, I'm not doing that. I'm on one spot. And I'm pivoting. Beautiful. So I want you to try adding those vibratos as well to all of the, all the stuff we've been doing. Okay, we've got that rock vibrato. And you could even, depending on the intensity. Okay, if you watch B.B. King, Zakk Wylde, their vibratos are pretty intense. Okay, they have, and you don't want to do that the whole time. Just not pretty. Okay, it's not pretty. You got to find what works for you. What's pretty to you, and then run with it. Okay, listen to other good guitar players and run with it. Okay, so we've talked about vibrato. What else do I got? What else can I pull out of my bag of tricks? Do you guys have any questions? I'm gonna look through here for some ideas. Any questions? Let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We're gonna go back to bends and do something a little interesting, okay? real quick, okay? So it doesn't take up too much time. So we've got this bend. Remember one of my favorite bends, most common, right? You can, if you bend this note, use your pinky and hit that eighth fret on B. Or you could hit them at the same time. Or different. Okay, that's a really cool trick. You can also go up to the eighth fret and do the same thing. Your pinky's gonna hit the eighth fret as well on the E string right next to it. Cool. So watch, we could do those two things. We got. There we go. Now it's kind of rocking. Oh, I can't throw in distortion. I'm using my computer, but it sounds really cool with distortion. Okay, we all like distortion. If you don't like distortion, oh man, like it real soon. Okay, we got another thing. Is there a style or artist who you'd recommend we listen to in order to free us up in improvisation? Well, Carlos Santana is probably my idol. I love Carlos. Al Di Meola. If you've ever heard Al Di Meola, man, that dude is a monster. Absolute monster. Eddie Van Halen. Nuno Betancourt. I like the 80s too. It's like Latin music mixed with 80s. Slash is also one of my favorites. Buckethead. I got a Buckethead poster back here you guys can't see. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas. Anyone here from Texas? Anybody? Someone's got to be. Alden Mula. Never heard of him. Or Aline Muya? Don't know. Never heard of him. Or her. Don't know. Who was the second person? Al Di Meola. Oh, let me type that. Let me type this, actually. You know what? I was never a huge fan of Pink Floyd, Larry. I'm going to type this. So we got Carlos Santana, Al Di Meola, Buckethead. If you guys haven't heard Buckethead, you need to hear Buckethead. That guy is... I actually legitimately believe Buckethead is the greatest guitar player of all time. Like, I'm not even kidding you. If you listen to his music, like, I'm talking all of it, I think he has like almost 300 albums out. I'm not kidding you. It's insane. Insane. So you got to check out Buckethead. Check out... Okay, everybody knows Slash. Hey. He has really great melodic solos. I prefer the melodic solo over the crazy shred solo. Okay, probably any day. Oh, Zakk Wylde. But he's still pretty shreddy. Zakk Wylde is pretty shreddy. But listen to that guy, man. That guy is also a monster. So we're gonna do some more stuff real quick because I don't wanna take us way overboard. The last thing we're gonna talk about, adding to the solos. Okay, we've done a lot of stuff, guys. This has been actually really fun. We've got now hammer-ons, pull-offs, and slides. We're gonna add that. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay, we've got hammer-ons. So instead of doing really quick, same thing on the next string. Try that. Easy hammer-on. We want to use the tip of our fingers. Well, remember, we're just plucking once. And then, for those of you that don't know what hammer-ons are. Cool. We got pull-offs. We could do... And a hammer-on isn't a lift-up. Pull-off, my bad. Pull-off isn't just lifting up. Doesn't really work. It's a snap off. So my finger is still pushing down and snapping right off. So they're very useful. I love hammer-ons, like when I gotta do really quick scale stuff. Okay, that's always like pretty cool. Oh. So there's a lot of like hammer-on pull-off there. When it comes to like alternate picking every single note, it's difficult. Okay, so I get a lot of my speed from hammer-on pull-offs, you know, kind of like faking it almost, but it sounds good. To me, it sounds a little bit better. But that's just my style. Okay. And last, let's try slides. Okay, so we did this thing where right? You can slide into it. Sound different. It's a different accent. Use your first finger, third finger, whatever. That's hammer on. This is slide. Okay, you can also slide down. You could try slide down, slide up. It's kind of cool. Slide up, slide down. Could do all sorts of can combine a lot of those little techniques that we went through earlier. But anyways, we are at about 50 minutes of this lesson. Please, any questions? I'm gonna put this guitar down and sit back a little bit. Do we have any questions, guys, on anything we went through today? Let me see, I'm gonna share some stuff with y'alls. If you do not mind at all, if you got anything from this very free lesson, I ask you one thing. Check out my latest music video, please. It's really cool. If you guys like rock, like awesome guitar solos, which you should if you're here. I thought Santana used 2 modes. Oh man, don't even get me started on modes. I don't even worry about that. It sounds weird, I know, because every guitar player is obsessed with modes. I know, but you know, it's not about that. It's just about different positions, and you know, we can definitely talk a whole lot about it. Whole lot. But he did use like I would say he used more harmonic minor scale. But anyways, guys, this is my YouTube channel here. If you guys can check out some of the music. Also, I'm going to share my if you guys want to take some lessons here. Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much. Jason, check out the music video. Okay, I think it's like right at the very beginning. Okay, check it out. It's the new one. It's called Verdad o Consecuencias. It's like a Spanish rap rock. It's pretty cool. But if you guys want to take some lessons, hit me up. Once you sign up for some lessons here, then our first lesson is it's like I meet up with you. Like I won't even count it as a lesson. I just want to meet up with you, talk to you, see your goals, see what we're gonna do, and get you playing. If you guys want to play some awesome guitar solos, not only solos but theory. I also play classical guitar. My degree was theory, and I had to play classical guitar. I did not play jazz. You choose between jazz or classical when you're in college. And I am like the worst jazz guitarist in the world. Like no joke. I think I'm legitimately the worst jazz guitar player in the world. It's pretty funny. Not too much, not too many keyboards. I had to in college, but I did it to pass. Do you teach flamenco? Ooh, man, I wish. I know Spanish classical guitar. So, you know, I'm not, flamenco's just different. Bossa Nova, maybe. Bossa Nova, maybe I could get away with. No, that wasn't flamenco though, Jason. That was Spanish classical still. Flamenco is just different. It's like how see, I don't even, it's like crazy strums. So unfortunately, I do not know flamenco. It's really cool though. I wish I did. I wish I had more time to learn flamenco or another style, but I just don't. I'm too busy with electric guitar. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Guys, keep those PDFs there. I want you to practice them. Memorize your pentatonic scales. All those scales that you have on there. Memorize them. Okay, and then find your key notes. Okay, don't forget. Don't forget to do that. Very important. Ah, man. Dinner time, I guess, huh? Anything else, guys? Anything else? If not, I'm gonna head out. One more time, this is my Take Lessons profile. Hopefully I get a couple of you guys as a student, and we're gonna really rock it. And I share with you guys a lot of stuff. Okay, when you sign up, I share a lot of stuff with you guys. You think that was a lot that we did? Cool, Jason. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. Okay, shoot me a message. I'll answer it. No problem. I know it's like kind of hard sometimes. You gotta be like, who am I gonna take lessons with? I do it all the time. I don't take lessons anymore. I should. I need to. I need to find a really good teacher, but I had a teacher that would charge me $150 a lesson. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. $150. But I don't have anyone else to really teach me. And I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but for reals. Price, I think I'm 25 for 30 minutes, 35 for 45 minutes, and then 45 for an hour. I get a lot of 45-minute lessons, a lot. That's usually where people go to. And honestly, I think that's like really good enough too. I think the 45 minutes are really good. We accomplish a lot. I think 30 minutes is a little too low, okay? But if you want to do 30 minutes to like start it off, to try it out, why not? And I even think there's promotions. I even think you'll get it even cheaper. I don't know. I think there's like discounts. But I know what you mean, guys. It's always hard to find a teacher that will like, really be perfect, because I mean, it's money. You got to invest in yourself. Right now I'm learning French. So like I got to learn, I got to invest. But anyways, I gotta head out, guys. It's almost 6 o'clock. Staying for 12 minutes over. So if there's no more questions, I bid you adieu. Adios. We'll see you guys. Hey, message me. If you guys need anything, message me. Okay, I'll answer your questions. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much. Please check out the YouTube channel, guys. Please, please, please. Like, if you don't sign up for lessons, just check it out. Okay? Shoot me a sub or something. All right. See you guys. Have a nice one.